I need to talk about what just happened with the launch of GPT-5 because it is an absolute dumpster fire. This was supposed to be the most advanced artificial intelligence model ever made. The one that would set a new standard. The one that would change the game. Instead, it has turned into one of the most embarrassing rollouts in tech history. It is burning money, burning trust, and burning away the loyalty of thousands of users. Let us start with the scale of the disaster. Training GPT-5 reportedly cost in the hundreds of millions of dollars. Some experts estimate that a single training run was close to $500 million. That is $500 million for one model. But after all that, the result was a downgrade. It is slower. It is less accurate. It refuses more requests. It is less creative. For many users, including me, it felt like a huge step backward. I personally had to file a complaint because my experience with GPT-5 was that bad. It misunderstood my prompts, it gave wrong answers, it wasted my time, and I am not talking about small mistakes. I am talking about core functionality failing again and again. I asked for my money back and I was issued a refund. I have never asked for a refund from an AI service before. But GPT-5 was unusable for the work I needed to do. And I am far from the only one. Social media has been flooded with complaints. Nearly 5,000 users on Reddit rallied to call GPT-5 a downgrade. People said it felt rigid and clunky. Some joked that it was like the AI had been lobotomized. The backlash was so overwhelming that OpenAI had to bring GPT-4 back for paying subscribers. Think about that. They launched what was supposed to be their flagship model, and within days they had to roll out the old one to stop the customer exodus. The financial damage is massive. OpenAI was already losing billions every year before this launch. Reports show losses of around $5 billion in 2024. With projections up to $14 billion in 2025. Now add the cost of refunds, canceled subscriptions, and the damage to their reputation. This is not just a bad week for them. This is a crisis that could have long-term effects on their future. And the launch event itself made things worse. They displayed a misleading chart during the reveal that users quickly spotted as wrong. The backlash was so intense that OpenAI had to publicly admit the error. That kind of mistake might seem small, but when your credibility is already on the line, it only adds fuel to the fire. And then the model itself made things even worse by failing basic tasks like spelling and geography. It even invented locations that do not exist. How do you call it the most advanced AI ever when it cannot get the basics right? For a company that claimed to be leading the AI revolution, GPT-5 has been a public relations nightmare. They spent unimaginable amounts of money, they hyped it up to the heavens, and they delivered a product that feels unfinished and underwhelming. Users like me are now actively looking at other platforms because once trust is broken, it is almost impossible to repair. The truth is, GPT-5 will be remembered less as a breakthrough and more as a warning. A warning about overpromising. A warning about ignoring user feedback. A warning about rushing to market with something that is not ready. OpenAI can patch it. They can update it. They can tell us they are listening. But for many of us, the damage is done. If you got a refund, if you canceled your subscription, you are part of a growing group that is walking away from this dumpster fire. This was not just a disappointing release. This was a massive failure that cost the company money, credibility, and a huge part of its loyal user base. When you sell trust and reliability, you have to deliver. Because once you burn your reputation, you cannot just rebuild it with a flashy demo and marketing promises.